I got caught up in looking at hanging baskets to order for one of our school friends that we like to support whenever we can. So I was busy looking at flowers and I forgot what time it was. I hope you're all doing awesome. It is Friday. So nice. I'm going to turn that off. Okay, so today we are on to day 10, and now I have to get out of that. We'll order later. On to day 10, which means we are a third of the way through, which is really exciting. And I'm trying to like figure out where I am, all the things. Okay. We are doing a sketch created by Mel Walkden, and I will say I think a few people messaged me and told me it was quite challenging, but the layouts that I have scrolled through and looked at, I think are awesome. So just because it looks challenging and you're not sure what to do, doesn't mean that it's not going to be maybe one of your favorite layouts. So we're going to go through all of the takes that I've seen and give you some ideas. We'll create a page kit, and then I'm gonna hop off because I want to go participate in the crop over at Scraptember, and I'm also in the midst of rearranging my craft room, which is also the kids' playroom. So I don't have a designated like craft room, but I have an area in my house, and I've been rearranging it so that we can have access to, there's a door, like a sliding glass door, and I'm trying to get access to that for the summer and the spring for the kids. They can go through either doors in our house. So that is what we're doing. Yes, Bear Bear. Sure. Let me grab Barrett some cereal, give everyone a moment to hop on, and then we'll get going. Give me 1 second. Minecraft cereal. Yummy, yummy. Yummy, yummy Minecraft cereal. Okay, I can't get it to you. There you go. Okay, please go sit down and be a good boy, okay? Thank you. All right, let's get going. So, let's talk about the sketch for a minute first of all. It is designed as an 8.5 by 11. It's got some options for some stenciling or some mixed media or a really fun pattern paper in the background. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 photos that you can use on this, which I think is really neat. It doesn't have to be. I've seen lots of examples of things that you can do. And then a bit of like, I don't know, a different pattern paper or something in the background possibly. I don't know. This is Mel's one of her very first time ever creating a sketch. She was a little nervous about doing it, but I really wanted her to give it a shot, and I love it. She did it by with a pencil and did it on her own, and I just think it's really neat. So she's commented on everyone that's posted in the comments about what she thought about your layouts, and so I think this one has really meant a lot to her, and she's been playing with 30 days of sketches for a while now, and I'm just so glad that she was willing to give creating a sketch a shot. So thank you, Mel, we love it. Here's one example of going with it. There's only 1 photo there, guys. 1 photo. It called for 8. She used 1. Who is this, by the way? Wendy. She just filled it with embellishments, which is an awesome way to do that. She used a background paper that has a bit of a stenciling look to it, so you got that nod. And then just lots of fun things just popping out everywhere. It's a Disney layout. It's supposed to be fun, so really loved how that one turned out. We have Joyce, who followed that tiered, because in the sketch it does say torn paper, so she followed that idea with the torn paper, added the 2 photos, and then just did some fun embellishing and kind of took out the top part and didn't worry about adding the 2x2 spots for photos or embellishments. She just made it her own. She did still add some stenciling in the background, so there's that lovely nod as well. Eve, that's really fun. So she's got the 3 photos and then she rotated it. So she's got 2 photos at the top and then had snowflakes in place of the others. Really fun. I absolutely see the sketch in that one. Jima followed it, and same idea. So she's got her photos, she's got some stenciling in the background, and then she used stars at the top to mimic those 2x2 squares, and she followed in with those torn papers. Really fun. This is a great example. Jackie, look at all those photos. See how many photos you can get. I love it. I love it. So she just kind of went with it. She pretty much followed the sketch exactly, to be honest. Like, if you really look at it, put in her own flair to make it work for her, and it's just gorgeous. I love that layout. We have Beth, and she made a comment. She said, I've done something a bit different with this one. Not really flipped or rotated, but I've switched the position of the top and bottom. So I love that. She made it work, and this is what we talk about. You take whatever inspires you from the sketch and turn it into a layout that's gonna make you happy, because it's going in your album. It's for you and your family, so you make it what's gonna be pleasing for yourself. And I love this. I think it's super cute, and I love how she explained what inspired her to create the layout. Ah, what did I do? All right, we've got Anne. How fun is that? I love those cute little photos. And then she did 2x2 squares, those little 2x2s. And I've seen a few of that. I think that became quite the way to go with this sketch. And I love it. I really loved all the different takes. The torn edges totally came into play with the paper. So much fun, such a great layout. So that one was from Anne. Got Brandy. So she flipped it, and I've seen this a few times too. We'll go through that. And that's great because she had different orientations and just made it work. Torn paper. I love it. Brandy, thank you for blurring out the photos you didn't want shared. I appreciate that. Here's Ginny. And she, same thing, took out the top part, decided that wasn't for her for this particular layout, and just had fun and got the 2 photos, did the tearing, and I still can see the influence from the sketch. Tegan, this is really fun, and look at all those little photos. So sometimes this is a great example when you have those kind of road trip photos or something where you don't necessarily need them to be huge. The little 2x2 works and it still tells the story. I think this sketch is a great opportunity for you to go ahead and use it and make that work for you. She flipped it as well. Susan, I remember when she posted it that she, because she posted it on the main wall before I had to take it down. I'll talk about that in a minute. But she said, I didn't understand it until I got it. Like, I didn't know what to do with the sketch at all, and then I did. So I love that. She played around, made it work, and got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 photos on her layout. It is about swimming and having fun. And she got to have every little shot in there, because I'm sure we're all like her, where we take multiple photos of the same scene because we want that perfect picture. And this gives you the opportunity to just use them all. So Susan, I love that. Here's Christine's take. Really fun. That's really pretty. I like that one. Terry. That's really fun. So she just went in with some embellishing in place of the squares, added a 3rd photo, lined it up, but just made it work for her. And I think that's really fun. I like that layout a lot. There's Ellen's. Nod only did 3 squares, so they're a bit larger, so that works for her. I love her mixed media with the dirt effect from her photos. Really, really fun. By the way, that is so cute, and I now want to make one of those little planters with all that fun little things in there. Are those like little fairy, oh, I want to know if those are like little fairy things. Really, really cute. Love that. Here's Kim's take, following it pretty closely, but working with her photos. Didn't do any of the extra paper. Louise rotated it. Love all the different torn papers for the Christmas look there. Tara, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. She got 8 photos on there, and it's so much fun. So she really followed the sketch quite closely, And then I'm not sure if that's a pattern paper or a cut file or a stencil, but that's really, really fun. Love that one. April Lynn followed it in the 8.5 by 11 and did just little blocks of color pattern papers at the top. Sarah rotated it, had one photo to work with, so she did that, used tags in place of the other 2 photos, and just did a scattering of hearts, which I think is really cute. You do not have to follow the shape that you see. You can do whatever works for you, like Sarah's done here. It's so pretty. Got Carolyn. She moved it into the middle. Again, these cute little embellishments to mimic the 2x2 squares. Mixed media, torn paper. Another example here. Really following it closely. Look at all that fun paper in that background though. That's really fun. It's a great layout. Anja, I love this. So a really awesome pattern paper that I am assuming is like a printed pattern paper background, unless she's done mixed media, and then wow, that's even more impressive to me. Did some stamping and then used little 2x2 frames and colors to kind of match and go with the theme. So I really love this one. This one is probably my scrap lift of the day that I would focus in on personally. Here's Karen's. Really love that. Use little banners instead of going ahead and using the 2x2 squares. And it's in the 8.5 by 11 size. Moira's here. Hi, Moira. Yeah, it's Friday. It's quiet. We're chill today. Barrett's eating cereal and being good. We love it. Here is MK's take, and I think this is a great example. So she's rotated it, like completely flipped it around. Has her 2 photos, which could, however, also be where all the squares were, and then took the bottom half away, just did the stenciling. Like, isn't that fun? Yet, I can see where she got inspiration from the sketch, but she made it work for her and documented those really, really awesome photos, which is what she's documenting is the sun shining through there, and she's mimicked with her stenciling and mixed media. So pretty. I love that layout. Here's Kristen's take. Look at that fun mixed media in the background, really following this sketch pretty closely, just not adding any torn paper at the bottom. It's fine. I don't think this one needed it. She definitely made it work for her, and I love how many photos she got used. I know that would make her happy. She likes to use lots of photos. Brianna, so cute. It looks like a baseball themed ice rink Christmas thing. I'm not exactly sure what that is, but it looks like fun. It's called Winterland, so it looks really cool. It's a great way to document and mix snowflake paper with baseball paper. I'd never think to do that, but I love it. Here's Sue's take. I'm loving that background there. Really nice nod to the sketch. All those little photos, so cute. Colleen rotated it and flipped it. So her squares are on the left-hand side in the 2 photos. That's really fun. So great example. Made it work for her. I really love that. Moira, you like MKs? Is that your scrap lift of the day? I really love that one too. Here's Mel's take on her own sketch. I always love to see what everyone does with their own sketch, to see if you did it the same, the different, how, whatever have you. So this is her take, really cute. I love it. Cindy just went full force with her photos, made them layered up. I really like this. I personally can see where she got inspiration from the sketch. I'm curious, while you're watching this and you're scrolling through, can you see? Do you see what has inspired her from the sketch to work for her and her style, to make it work for her? I'd love to know. And then we've got Jessie, who is an 8.5 by 11 scrapbooker. She does a ton of that. I think almost exclusively too. So this is her take and I love it. It's so pretty. There were a few on Instagram I wanted to share because I really loved how they turned out. So let me get to there. Starting with Shannon from She's Crafty. I know that she was struggling with this one because we were talking about it. And I think because she's a 12 by 12 scrapbooker, she just wasn't sure how. She's just like, I'm not sure what to do. I don't have that many photos. I just don't know. And this is what she came up with. And I love it. So she's done a little strip at the top, a couple of banners. So you've got that mimic of the squares in her own format. She's added some embellishment at the top as well. And then scattering of sequins all the way down to her 2 photos. And I love it. I love that layout so much. So that was her take. And we'll see if we've got any more up today. I don't think I saw any more. Do we see this one? Here's this one. I don't think we saw this one. That one's really fun. I love her mixed media. Ooh, that is gorgeous. I'm not sure if that's a stencil or what, but that is very pretty. I really like her mixed media on that one. And we saw the Christmas one. I think that's it for today. So, a couple things I just wanted to mention. First of all, I've already posted it, but yesterday when I went to go do my live, we did it, we had fun, we built the page kit, all was good, closed out, and I accidentally deleted it. So I'm very, very sorry about that. I'll try not to do that today. I'm really actually not sure how I did it, so that was fun. But if you're wondering where that video went, I deleted it on accident, so that's where that one went. The other thing is I just have to do a couple reminders, and I thought if I did it live on this, it might help as well. When we're in the Facebook group, I don't have a whole lot of rules. Like I don't think I have a whole lot of rules, but one thing is that when we post, we need to post our take on the sketch in the comments of that sketch. So if you post, and I know Susan did it, and I only know that because I saw it come up, but I know she didn't do it on purpose. She was explaining that she struggled with it and how it was going. Like I completely understood why. But if you post your take in the thread, so if you come here to post it and you post a photo and whatever, I don't even say anything, I just delete it. So I'll give you, if I notice like it's the first time you've done it, I'll say, this is really gorgeous, please go post it in the comments. But other than that, I just take them off. I don't say anything, I just delete them because I want the feed to be free so we can see anything that needs to be seen quickly. And so I just wanted to make that note because I don't want anyone to think like I'm deleting your work because I'm mean or I don't like it or anything like that. I promise it has nothing to do with that. It's just to keep everything nice and neat and clean. And so when everyone wants inspiration for a particular sketch, they can all see it in that one spot in the comments. So that is the one thing I wanted to say about live. There was one other thing and I can't remember. Oh, also please don't worry if you're noticing that your layouts aren't being posted right away. They're saying being reviewed or something. Facebook is collecting a few of them and thinking they're spam, even though they're not. So I do check them. I might not always get to them first thing in the morning, but I am trying to check it daily so they get posted. So I'm sorry if it takes a moment, but I promise they'll be live as soon as I see them. Okay, let's build this page kit. Let me zoom out, group, and my plan here is, let me pull up the sketch again. Christy, you do this every day. You forget to leave the sketch up so you can look at what you're doing. Albums. Perfect. Okay. So I really loved a lot of the different ideas of using these 2x2 places instead of photos as like squares of color. And then, so I'm pretty much going to rotate this. And then if you think about it, I'm doing 12 by 12. So it's going to be like scrunched together a bit. That's my plan. That's when I was scrolling through, that's how I got inspired for it. I did think that it would be fun to pull out this Best Day from Pink Fresh Studio again. I created a page kit for it when I did the ones for days 4 through 7, I believe. I pulled this collection out to do one with a circle. So this was on my desk already, and I just thought it would be a great one to use and to take advantage of the fact that there's already squares here. So I don't even have to cut into the paper. I can just take advantage of what's here and then use some of the paper as my torn whatever. So I'm not sure what direction I'm going to go in. This is more of a spring line. However, with the leaves and stuff, it actually makes me think of like fall and Halloween. And I do have some photos that are, I mean, I did grab these ones. I don't think this is the right option, but I have these ones of them feeding the goats. So I thought that was an option I could pull for photos. I also have, now that I'm saying it, let's see, can I pull them out? I have one of Nora that I'm not sure that I've scrapped. I'll have to go back and see if I've already scrapbooked her that year. Let's see if I can find them. Dun, dun, dun. I keep all my Halloween photos, oh there it is, in one thing. Okay, I feel like I may have scrapbooked her as her cat ballerina thing. Fairy cat fairy. I think she was a cat fairy. I feel like I have scrapbooked it, but maybe I didn't get all of the photos. But the colors kind of match in with, especially like this piece of paper. So I don't know. I've got the option of like cutting this one. Let's look. There we go. So I don't know. I think I like the look of that. I don't know. Do you guys like that? You like, okay, Moira says yes. So yeah, I think I might go ahead and play with that. I'm not sure how I'm gonna make the orientation of the sketch with the, I don't know. I'm gonna have to play a bit. And because I'll be rotating it, they'll be like, they'd be like this, however I stack them up, right? And then we could have the 2x2 squares and I could rip some papers. I think that's the look I'm gonna go for. I think we can make that work. Especially if I go like this. Yeah, because I could go like that. Yeah, this is what we're doing. Okay, my mind has been made up. So Halloween with spring paper. Doesn't matter, as long as you're happy with your layout. You do what works for you, and this is making me happy. So we're gonna pull this piece aside because we're gonna cut the squares. I really like this particular piece as well, so I think we'll use this one. I'm not sure if I'll tear it. I don't care too much for the back of it. However, it does make me think of Easter. So I might tear a bit of it and then save a little bit for an Easter layout because that does make me think of Easter. But we'll pull this one because we like how that one looks. I have plans to use this as a background some way, so I'm not going to touch that one. And I don't know that I need a ton of, I don't know. I don't know that I need a ton. I'm not going to do any stenciling or any mixed media in my background. I'm going to keep it clean. I think that's going to be the best for me, but I do like this. Yeah, but I like this. What if I did this as a background and then did the torn papers and the squares? I like that yellow. That is a really pretty yellow, but I don't have to use it. So I think I'll use that as my background. Maybe we'll do a little strip of, oh! Maybe I'll tear a bit of this so we'll have some color. That might work.
Mommy.
That might work. I don't know.
Mommy.
Yes, Bear Bear.
I want oranges more.
Not right now. It's cold out. I don't want to use it. Oh, I like this pink. I don't. Oh. Ooh. Okay. I think this will be the next piece.
Mommy,
so yes.
I'm hoping.
Okay, give me a moment. I'm almost done. I'm gonna tear a piece of the gray and the pink. This will be my background. This will be another piece to be torn, And then we'll use that as the squares.
Mommy, how about you sit on there?
Okay, in just 1 minute, I'm almost done. And then I think that'll do it. What about this one? Oh, look, it says fall. Oh, maybe this isn't a spring line.
I want to clean.
Huh. Maybe it is a fall line and I just thought it was spring. Well, look at that. I'm not using a spring line. Okay, I might pull this too. Although I like this. I might pull this one too, just in case. Ah! Bear, turn on the vacuum. Sorry.
I want to turn it.
No, not right now. No, not right now, okay? Okay, you guys, that does it. We made our page kit. I'm really excited about this one. That was not how I thought this was gonna go, so that's really fun. I have the embellishments for this already with the other page kit, so I'm just gonna put this with it, and that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys all again on Monday. I'll be right with you, buddy. I know you're hungry. Just give me a minute. Yeah, I'll be with you guys on Monday. I hope you get to go hang out at the crop. The link is down below for Scraptember if you want to join that. And yeah, see you Monday. Bye, everyone.